We're back with Chef Kelly, and he's going to be fixing something wonderful for us tonight. What are you going to do for us, Kelly?
Well, Daniel, I'm going to do exactly the same dish that we just did for your radio show. Is that if that sounds good to you, so that we can now kind of visualize what we did, get the smell-o-vision going a little bit. So what we're doing right now is we're in our 83-foot long kitchen car. This is the Muscle Kitchen on the Napa Valley Wine Train, as I mentioned before. And everything that we do is for a reason here on the wine train, and everything's a la minute, a fancy French word for basically at the moment. And so at the moment is what we all are, what we're about here on the Napa Valley Wine Train, and to capture the moment. So today we're going to do a beautiful Southern California swordfish, a little fillet, a bullet fillet, so it's right off the loin of the swordfish. Coming off of near the Catalina Island area in LA. So what we're going to do is we're going to start that by grilling it, and we have a little extra virgin olive oil. We're going to do a little salt and pepper on both sides, which I just salt and peppered the other side before you came in. We have a nice orange. It's grilling. What I'm doing is just boiling the juice of that orange in its skin. That's going to come to play in a couple of minutes. I started that just earlier before we started today. And all these ingredients, people always say, do you cook this somewhere else and then bring it on board? Well, no, because we couldn't do a really good job of that, and I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be happy being here if that's what we did.
That's called a caterer, Kelly, and you're not a caterer, you're a chef.
Thank you very much. So as we're talking here, I'm doing a tattersall. I mentioned this earlier. Tattersall, putting diamonds on meat or fish, it's not just to make it look pretty. What I'm doing here is I'm actually adding a tannin and a layer to this food so that it matches a nice buttery Chardonnay with a little butterscotch in it. So that would be something that butterscotch flavor, this kind of hearty kind of food, but with a winter twist, but clean. This is a nice clean dish. Okay. So
that's actually just searing little sections of the fish.
And cooking it.
So and cooking at the same time. So, but you're not browning the whole fish, and that's what's helping bringing those tannins out, right?
Exactly. And when you're grilling, the grill marks on there, as you can see, are going to add another layer and flavor to this fish to go with a really nice pairing with something that has a barrel fermentation Chardonnay, French or American oak. Now we have the oranges cooking. This is almost done. We're going to come over to this pan. We're going to turn it off. It's smoking hot. We're going to throw a little extra virgin olive oil in there. Take it off the heat. Add my banana fingerling potatoes. Really hot. That's an extremely hot pan. That's what we want. Now these have been poached in white wine, so they're already nice and al dente. We're going to go ahead and add some basil.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, nice big basil. And I mentioned earlier that, a lot of Thai food, they use the wilted basil. This gives it a nice, crispy, clean, but zesty flavor to it with the herb, And so we're going to do that and add a little white wine. Now keep in mind, we do this on the train all the time. I'm not just doing it for you. You are special, but everybody's special on the Napa Valley Wine Train.
That's right.
All right. So now we have the potatoes. The fish is done. I serve my fish, just so you know, medium rare, depending on what fish it is. Tuna, if you want a rare or cold in the middle tuna, you can get it on the Napa Valley Wine Train, #1 ahi tuna. So what we're going to do, this goes down on the base of the plate, just like that. This fish is nice and medium rare, just like that. Little calamari salad, poached in white wine. Little saffron there, little seaweed. This is hajike, which is the dark seaweed. Then we're going to take these oranges that are nice and burnt on the outside and juicy. Get some of the pith flavor, a little bit of bitter in there. I'm going to squeeze that. It's all been concentrated. Little chives. A little fried parsnip on top to give it a nice sweet flavor. And we have another famous dish on the Napa Valley wine train.
Thank you, Chef Kelly. That is beautiful. And everything's fresh here. Nothing's prepared earlier. It's all done while we're here on the train. It's warm in the kitchen. I will testify to that.